Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? It's that brother, the brother Big Hawk of that Yonkers native, SYSBM, that passport brother. I want to let you hear something. This is coming from a black American female, and it was shocking for me to hear this. But I remember back when I was young, and this was in maybe my teens, and I remember that I've always talked to older women and older men that was from other countries, and they had children, and when the children got older and was ready to settle down to get a wife or a boyfriend, they always say they were going to go back to their country to get that wife and their boyfriend. I'm going to let you hear something.
Hey YouTube, welcome to Shimmer Girl Talks. Today's message is going to be talking about passport bros. This is a small percentage of black men who are getting their passports to go overseas to get a wife, or that's what they're saying. So I'm going to try to unpack this. So please bear with me. I'm going to go off on a quick tangent. So I have a friend who is from another country, and years ago she told me, and I don't even think she had 2 children at the time, but she had a son, a young son. He's like almost a college graduate now, so that shows you how long ago this was that she said this. And she said that when her son is of marriageable age, she's going back to her country to get her son a wife. And
I'm going to stop it right there. You heard what she said, and I just told you the same thing. Her friend was from another country, and she told her when she's time for him to settle down and have kids and get married, she's going to take him back to their country. Now, she's saying this for a reason. And they used to tell me the same thing. They said, no disrespect, young blood, or young man, no disrespect. But the women and the men here are a little too crazy. They don't know how to talk to each other. They treat each other real bad. And this is when I was in my teens. Continue.
maybe 16, 18 years ago, maybe longer than that, I understood. I wasn't even married at that time, but I understood even back then that many American women, this isn't just black women, are not marriage-minded or marriage material, to be honest.
Now you hear what she just said? This is a black American female saying this, that black women are not marriage material. They're not like my mother. My mother, oh my goodness. I know people get mad when I always talk about my family, because my mother was a real black female. You understand me? Continue.
And it's even worse in our community because, as I've said in other videos, many black women are very opposed to marriage and anti-marriage. The irony is black women want marriage, they do. But at the same time, when you look at the rhetoric online and the narratives that you're seeing from so many women online, and I've shared that on here before, I just recently did
I feel the same way. I would not marry somebody from the United States. I wouldn't do it. And I always told myself that I wanted a foreign woman anyway, which is no disrespect, but the marriage here in America is a joke. And the relationships here is toxic. It's very toxic between man and woman in America. Nobody takes marriage serious anymore. Nobody takes relationships serious anymore. Nobody.
that black women shame other black women for one.
Well, Like she said, black women shame other black women if they want to get married, if they are still, how would you call, wife material. You notice what they call the black women here that, you know, stand up for black men. What do they call them? Pick-me's. Pick-me's. This is what they call them, pick-me's. So just because you want to be a man's helpmeet, you're a pick-me. Just because you still have the values of cooking and cleaning and, you know, washing your clothes, washing your husband's clothes, you know, making love to him. You have values on being a real woman. You're a pick-me. This is what they call them, pick-me's. It's a very sad situation what's going on in America when it comes to dating and marriage. And it's really sad that you as a man, even, let me tell you something. I was on YouTube a couple of times and there was good women from black to white. There's good women out there and they're even going overseas to try to find a husband. So we're doing it, but there's women doing it too. It's sad that you have to leave your own comfort zone to find happiness when you should be able to find it right here. We have to leave America to find a wife and a husband because people here in America take everything as a joke. Everything is about money. Listen, we know that you need money to survive, but people here take money over anything. They would sell their grandmother and their family down the river for money. You remember, there's people here in America that prostitute their little girls. Their girls could be 9, 8, 10 years old, and they're prostituting them so they can get money. And believe it or not, that's happening in the ghetto, in the neighborhood, in our neighborhood. That's where it's happening a lot, in the ghetto. They got these young girls out here twerking in front of grown men and doing stuff that would lock you up for life. So here in America, man, a lot of people really don't take relationships and marriage serious. And then you gotta be a certain status. If you're not a rapper, if you're not a basketball player, a football entertainer, half the women don't want you. You can't just be a hard-working man. The video I did last time, the girl said, I don't care how hard that my man works. I'm still not going to cater to him. Like, you know, some people here are bold. But like, you see that with the female said, her friend was from another country and said, when he gets old enough, I'm taking him back to my country to find him a wife. And I'm telling you, I've heard that when I was young. I've heard that. The relationships here in America, it's over. It's too toxic and it's too evil, and everybody wants to be important, and then I'm the man, and no, I'm the man. You got the women, I'm the man. I'm the prize. I'm the prize. Everybody's the prize. It's no good here. The relationship here in America. So this is why us men and some women are going overseas. But see, you got these women that's on here talking crazy and evil, and they think that we just want to leave here. If the women was like the women over there, do you really think men will leave here? If y'all had the same attitude and the same thoughts, and I want to be a helpmeet, I want to let him lead. I want to let him do stuff that he wants to do that's going to make us grow because he's the man. Do you really think guys would leave America? No. I don't think so. Maybe they will, but I don't think so. I don't think so. I really don't think that it would happen like that. My opinion, the men would stay here. But if you as a man is very hardworking, you don't have a criminal record, you're not a Pookie and a Ray Ray, you follow the rules, you go to work, whether you're making $100,000 a year or $30,000, you're going to work legally. Stuff is becoming legally where you don't have to be looking behind to see if the cops or anybody is going to get you. You know, these women don't want that. They just want these entertainers, and it got really bad to where you have to leave here. You have to leave here to find somebody so you can rest and feel good. This is, you know, I watch Brazilian Yes, and I see he's always relaxed when he's in other countries. I see, you know, the black Filipino Jay, his Filipino wife, beautiful. Oh my goodness, like she's so beautiful and disciplined, and he's laid back. Philip Scott still lives in America, but I think his wife is native or whatever she is. She's pretty, beautiful. Y'all tried to screw both of them last time, but you know the Lord works in mysterious ways because they're still together. Y'all tried to do all this exposing, saying that she was white, but you know what? What if she was white? That's their business, and they are happy. So if she was Caucasian, that's their business. I'm not with the prejudice stuff, so let them live their life. And that's what's happening now because y'all thought y'all was going to damage them, but you didn't. That's how evil black people are sometimes. Negroes are evil like that sometimes. You tried to screw Philip Scott and his wife, but all you did was make his life better. And I'm so glad that he won. Him and his wife won the battle. If she was white, that's his business. Love is love, man. But these people in America are so toxic. You can't date or marry nobody here. You got the child support system. Now listen, I'm the first one to say you got to pay child support if you have interact with a female and get her pregnant. You got to pay child support. You have to do that. That shouldn't be a fight. You should have to pay child support. But it's the way these women do it. A lot of these women saying, I can't wait for my child support check so I can do something for me. But that's supposed to be for the kids. That child support check is not supposed to be for y'all women. It's supposed to be for the kids. But y'all take it and use it to get your hair done, your nails done, get new clothes. And then what about the kid now? What say if I had the same problems? I don't have any kids, but say if I'm dealing with a female and I think I'm, taking care of my son or daughter. Meanwhile, you're using that money for you and your friends. This place is toxic. You can't have a relationship or a marriage here. Maybe some people are doing it, but the majority of everybody are having a hard time. The divorce rate is through the roof. Women now, they don't want to cater to their man no more. I'm seeing videos, women are like, I don't care about him. He working hard. He better cook his own food. I don't care. Like, these women turned into lazy bums. And these guys did the same thing. Half of these dudes here don't even want to work. They're living off of women that is living off of welfare and has a child support check. And you as a man don't feel embarrassed that you have to do this? Listen, to me, in this day and time, it's really rough. Right now, Burger King and McDonald's, some of them are paying between $17.50 to $22 an hour. And then what happens is when the migrants come here, as you're calling them illegal aliens come here and get the job, you know what you're going to say? That they're taking our job. Meanwhile, You're not even trying to go fill out an application for the job. So if you don't do the job, who's supposed to do the job? These people are hard work and they're going to do the job. So you have no right to say, oh, they're taking our jobs. No, you don't want to work as a man or a woman because a lot of y'all are used to being on welfare. Welfare, let me tell you something. I have no problem with welfare. I have no problem with somebody that needs help. What I have a problem is people live off that. And blacks been living off that for generations and generations. Instead of saying, I'm going to take this welfare and try to get something, go to get some type of education or go get some type of blue collar training, and then I'll say, you know what? I don't need the welfare no more. Now I'm going to get me a regular job. But being in a relationship in America is very toxic, man. And this is why the divorce rate is high. This is why men and some women are saying, you know what? Let me go into another country to go find love. And not just to go find love, like they said in other ones, like Jay from the Black Filipino and Brazilian Yes, and other YouTubers saying that the rent is cheaper. Ace Live and Check the Fact, all of them go out there and they break it down. The rent is cheaper. So if you're making money here and get with a female there, you can start sending money. Y'all get a place. By the time you retire, you're good. We don't think like they think, man. And you keep saying, oh, it's prostitution. That's why y'all going to this prostitution here in America. So I'm going to go way over there to go get some vagina when I can do that right here. I can go to Instagram models and Backpage and OnlyFans. I don't need to go to another country to do that. I can do that here in America. People are getting away from here because it's toxic here in America. And it's not even America that's not bad. I always said it's not the country that's bad. It's the people that you deal with that we all have to deal with. Some people are good people and majority of them are just crazy. You really can't interact with nobody here. You try to, now I'm a nice guy, but you have other guys that messed it up for me. So if I try to approach a woman, she's gonna run and call the cops. Now I'm going to jail for what? Because other guys are so thirsty that if they try to approach a female and the female turns them down, they call them the B word and you ain't crap anyway. So why did you try to talk to her? She must look good because you tried to approach her because you got turned down. Now she's a bitch. She's a bitch now. This place is toxic, and I don't blame us trying to get out and go find the why, because you work, all you want to do is have a good person on your side. That's all it is. And the women overseas seem like they're the best product right now. They're the best thing. The women here, I love them, but the attitudes are getting worse as the time goes on. As time goes on, the attitude is getting bad towards men. And they're proving it on social media because they're tearing men apart just because men are leaving. Oh, you don't have to announce it. Nobody's announcing it to y'all. We trying to pass it down to other brothers, but y'all got offended. Y'all think everything is about y'all, so y'all get offended and think we're talking to you. No, we're talking to other men just to let other men know, listen, you have a better option to where try to get your passport if you don't have child support or your kid. Get your passport. Everybody always say to me, oh, I envy you so much because your age and you don't have any kids. Well, I didn't plan to have kids. I just didn't plan to have kids because I like traveling. So, I mean, think about what she said and what a lot of people are saying. Like, listen, man, we're doing it just to be humble. Nobody's trying to push it in nobody's face. Nobody's trying to make a spectacle of the women here. We just want to be happy as men. You leave a message in the comment to see if we agree with each other what's really going on here. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel, because the only way I'm going to start getting more people, I need for people to start subscribing. You have to put them thumbs up so it can regulate. The more likes I get, the more they're gonna push it around. So I'm just asking, I'm a new YouTuber, please help me out here. I'm not asking for no money. I'm just asking for us to work together. Peace, SYSBM, Passport Brothers, Big Hawk, Yonkers native. I'll see you on the next screen. Peace.